And welcome to Let's Talk Houston. And I am your host, Dr. J. Lynn And welcome to Let's Talk.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower cleared.
And welcome to Let's Talk Houston. And I am your host, Dr. J. Lynn Hicks. And in the studio with us today, we have this amazing, phenomenal woman of God, Miss Tawana Horne.
Hi, Dr. Hicks.
Hello, Miss Tawana. It's so good to see you again.
Same here.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. So listen, come on in the room. Go ahead, click like, click share, tell Lottie Dottie and every doggone body that we are live and in living color. So we made it through a phenomenal week. We made it through some changing weather. They say life is filled with swift transitions. 1 minute is 32, 1 minute is 40, 1 minute is 60, 1 minute is 70, 1 minute is 50. But hey, we made it. Then it's raining, then it's cold, then it's supposed to snow next week. Listen, I ran by the grocery store. It was already getting crowded because people have got the word. People are, buying their propane for their generators. They're buying kerosene for these various heated apparatuses. I don't know. My husband's job, they're buying kerosene to heat up. And I'm just saying, people are just, they're on 10, like we got to get ready, we got to get ready, we got to get ready, we got to get ready. So I suggest that y'all get on in there to the grocery store because, so we can be prepared. Be prepared for next week. Don't wait. Don't wait till next week. If you know it's going to be cold, if you know it's going to be freezing, you need to get ready right now. So you aren't caught, with your slip hanging, as they say. Again, so come on in the room because I'm sure something is going to be said to inspire you along the way. So again, we have Miss Tawana Horne, who is the co-founder, co-operator of Sweet Tooth. I love those Sweet Tooth cheesecakes. The times I tasted them, they were simply delicious. And so, so many people are afraid to try something new, to launch out into the deep, to step out on faith. So, tell us a little bit about your background and tell us what's been going on with you and how we arrived to where we are now.
Yes. So last time I was here, I was with a phenomenal Black-owned company.
Yes.
I was with She's Happy Hair.
Yes, you were.
And I've got to give credit where credit is due.
Okay.
Marcus and Warren, Adrian and Brandon.
Yes.
I mean, they are a phenomenal group of men.
Yes.
And I feel like I learned so much
Yes.
under their leadership.
Right.
And I felt like I left my mark.
Mm-hmm.
But it was time.
It was time.
And I think it's important for people to recognize when it's time to leave things. It's time to leave situations.
Time to leave. Okay.
Time to leave the relationship. Time to leave the job. Just leave it alone. Leave it behind. Leave it be.
Yeah.
So I felt like at this season of my life, it was time for me to truly step into my purpose.
Right.
And put a lot of my attention on Sweet Touches.
Wow, that's wonderful. I really like what you said about knowing when it's time, to let things go. Loose it and let it go. Sometimes we have to. I'm gonna ask you a little bit close. Sometimes we have to realize, right, that season is up. They say different situations. I'm gonna say job situations, relationships, whatever have you, come to your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So that particular season was up.
Yes.
It wasn't a lifetime decision, but it was a profound positive made a profound positive impact on your life.
Absolutely.
Right, because you learned some things.
I truly did. I walked away with a wealth of knowledge.
Right.
But true faith isn't tested until it's truly tested. Like
Yes.
stepping away from a job, I know a lot of people said, "Oh my God, like why would you leave? You know, if you love it here so much, why would you go?"
Mhm.
In my
Uh-huh.
knew it was time for me to go.
You knew that.
I knew it was time for me to go. And my business, not it wasn't suffering because we have made great strides with Sweet Tooth Cheesecakes.
Yeah.
We received a recommendation badge from
Yeah.
Restaurant Guru. We
Wow.
were recognized by Google for our stellar customer service
Yes.
reviews. We are one of the only home-based businesses on DoorDash.
That's wonderful.
And this is without me putting my all into it.
Mhm.
So I can spread myself, but so much.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's going to take a toll on one's
Right,
body.
right.
And in the last 90 days, I've come to realize that everything isn't deserving of my attention or
Mhm.
my time or my presence.
Yeah.
So I have to be just a little bit more calculated with where I spend my time and my energy.
Right. Yeah, no is a complete sentence, they say. So sometimes you have to just learn to say no. Yeah, I had to learn to say no. And I remember this lady told me, no is a complete sentence. And then someone told me that not long ago. And you have to learn to release it and let it go. You have to learn, like you say, when enough is enough. So you say it in your core. I'm thinking you mean in your spirit. You feel like you
Yes.
felt something in your spirit telling you it was time to release that job, let it go, and to pour and give your all to the home-based business, the Sweet Tooth.
Yes,
So since you've been doing that, I mean, how do you feel? I mean, health is a new wealth, most definitely.
absolutely.
How do you feel mentally, physically? How do you feel?
I know I don't look like it, but I have spent 30 years in retail. I
Hmm.
have been in the business of helping businesses make money.
Wow.
So to me, it felt like a huge weight off of my shoulders
Yeah.
because not only can I help my husband's business, my partner's business,
Yes.
but I can help other businesses.
Yes.
I am a very successful business consultant,
Yes.
and consistency is the key when
Yeah.
it comes to success.
Mhm.
Consistently taking care of yourself, pouring
Mhm.
back into yourself.
Right.
So for me, it really released a huge weight off of me, and I
Mhm.
feel like I did it with purpose and a plan.
Yeah.
So there's nothing in me that is saying that I made an incorrect decision.
Right. Well, in Habakkuk, it says, write the vision and make it plain. So did you write the vision? Because you said purpose and a plan. And so I'm thinking you had a business plan or you had a systematic way, an outline.
I
You had
did.
something. I'm saying, did you write the vision?
I did. But I have to be careful with my planning because a lot of
Okay.
times my plan doesn't always work.
Right.
So I have to be very strategic with how
Mhm.
I do things, especially with small businesses. I talked a lot about consistency, um, but not giving up.
Mm-hmm.
I I truly feel like you have to see victory before you receive it.
Right.
So
Walking by faith.
manifesting
Mhm.
things, so putting things on paper
Yes.
and having realistic goals,
Right.
and making sure your plan B has a plan B. Your plan B has to have a plan B.
Right. Your plan B has it because you never know. You're praying and you believe by faith that it's going to be successful. But in case you're throwing a curveball, right, you need to have an alternate plan or alternate route to get to your destination. Most definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Right.
in small business, that's tough to make
Mhm.
that transition.
Mhm.
Um, a good salesperson doesn't sell a mattress; they sell a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Right? So that's all.
I
That's
like
all. Yeah.
I like that.
um, but yeah, just the perfect planning, making that transition from small business into like an actual business. No one thinks about a website
Mhm.
because everything is so social media driven, but that's important. Nobody really has business cards
Right.
because everything is digitized.
Yeah.
So to me, it was really making his business or our business
Right.
just as structured as the businesses I work for.
Yes.
If we're talking about hiring people, then we need to have handbooks. We need to have policies and procedures. We
Yeah.
need to make sure that we're adhering to the guidelines. So for me, it was either we make this switch or we're going to stay in this position.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but it can be done.
Yeah, I commend you for this. I mean, for no, I commend you for stepping out, but I also commend you for the structure and the systems that you want to put in place. Because I've worked, in the school system, and I've worked at credit unions, banks. I've worked at different places. I mean, I've got other places I've worked. I've worked in retail, like at this is way back, Sakowitz, Foley's, Macy's. Um, but for you to say, I'm talking about as a small minority owned business, a home-based business for you to say we need to have handbooks. Now, when I go to jobs at the bank and the school, yes, they have handbooks. It's an afterthought. I don't think about it, but I wasn't thinking that, sweet tooth, if I came to work for you, that you were going to hand me a handbook. But I'm impressed
Oh
that you
yeah,
would say that.
absolutely. I'm always a person that I go for the wow factor, right?
Okay.
So I don't bake at all.
Okay.
Michael does all of the baking. I'm the
Michael.
behind the scenes person. I handle operations, I handle content and
Mm.
marketing and the business planning, and he cooks. He handles that.
That is
So
so nice. Give it up for husbands
teamwork.
that cook. Give it up for husbands that take care of all the stuff. Handle it.
Yes. So to switch over, a lot of black-owned businesses do have that rack where we
Okay.
feel like, okay, we can cut some corners.
Okay.
But to be a true business,
Mhm.
you have to make sure that those policies are in place. So
Yeah.
yes, if you are getting employed by me, you are going to be greeted with a handbook and you hire paperwork and you're going to go through a structured training.
Mm.
There are different guidelines that we have to follow. We are a home-based business, right? Our business is operated out of our home.
Mhm.
And with all the recognition that we have received, we have cooked for the mayor, Sylvester Turner.
Mm.
We have cooked for Miss Sheila Jackson Lee, rest her
Oh,
soul.
yeah.
We have cooked for the mother of a member of Destiny's Child. So our cakes have moved through the city of Houston.
All right. I need to put in my
You
application.
got to put in your order. So
I said my application.
application. So it's only right
Mhm, mhm.
that we're consistent across the board. I don't want to half step on anything
Right.
because that's not my representation. That's not
That
what I
is
want to
not.
represent.
Hello, Miss Van Quick. Now, yeah, she was part of the Queen's Academy. She's one of the administrators, part of the team. Miss Pamela Hawk. So let me give it up for the Queen's Academy, the Queen's Gathering. She's tuning in to say hello. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I just commend the way the foresight. When I look into your eyes, it's like I see your eyes looking past me on into the. No, I'm serious. When I look into your eyes, you got pretty eyes, but when I look into your eyes are looking through me on you. You're way down here with the sweet tooth, but we're talking here. But I'm saying you have a vision, you have a foresight. It's like you're seeing 5 years down the line. You're seeing where you can be, how it can expand, how it can grow, how it can touch lives. You're starting in Houston. Perhaps you might be looking in Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Oscar. I mean, I don't know what you're seeing, but I feel like, I see you looking at expansion, and I like the way you say you want to keep the quality consistent because of the recognition you're receiving.
Absolutely.
So, when you're a home based business, how do you keep everything consistent? I mean, nobody's standing over your shoulder. Nobody's watching Michael, right? Nobody's watching Michael but Michael and the
Yes.
and the good Lord. So how does Michael stay consistent?
Um, I tell people all the time, he's the boss, but I'm the leader.
I like that. Now break it down.
The boss handles the oversight of Sweet Tooth Cheesecakes.
Okay.
I'm the person with that foresight. I'm the person who's telling them where we are going. I can manage from any area of the room. I can be in the front of the room, and just like you said, you can look into my eyes and get foresight.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There are times he and I bump heads.
Okay.
Okay, him as the boss and me as the leader, because I see a vision that he doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't see beyond the kitchen, and I see beyond the state. I see beyond the country.
Right.
So to get him to switch that is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It takes for someone not to have someone literally sitting over them.
Mhm.
You really have to be steadfast on that plan and purpose. You have to be unmovable.
Mm-hmm.
And again, true faith isn't faith until it's tested. So
Yeah.
for me to look at him and say, hey, we got this. Like by this time next year, I want 2 people employed. By this time next month, we need to have A, B, C, and D.
Mm-hmm.
So you really have to stand firm on your purpose. You really have to stand your ground. So it takes a lot of back and forth.
I'm
We
sure.
do bump heads a lot.
I can believe. Well, when I see y'all have a unified front, I can't see it, but I believe. The only reason why I believe it because I'm married.
Yeah.
I mean, but when I look at y'all, I don't necessarily see it, but based on experience, I believe. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, but anything I'm talking about in a marriage or in a relationship, I'm saying communication is healthy. So I'm saying if you're communicating, you're bumping heads, but you're talking, you're hashing out the kinks. You're gonna hit some little hiccups, some little speed bumps. It's not gonna all be smooth sailing. So yeah, you're gonna bump heads. Some people bump heads and they want to end the whole relationship because you bump head. I don't care about bumping heads. I mean that. I mean you don't have to end it all because you bump. I'll be talking to people on my job and they'll be telling me they're dating somebody and then I don't ask them anything because they'll be you know how when you first meet people and it's new, it's fresh, the novelty has not worn off yet.
Yes. This
So
is
that,
the honeymoon phase.
yeah, the honeymoon phase. Okay, so they show me pictures. Oh, he did this, he did that. Oh, look at the flowers he bought. Oh, this and other. And I'm like, okay, cool. So then I don't say anything. Fast forward, I'm gonna say a month and a half, month two later, and then I'll see him, and I'll say they might say something like, "Oh, I gained 8 pounds." I was dating. I said, "Oh, okay." No, because they all these ladies
Happy
are my
weight.
yeah happy weight exactly. You got all the catchphrases. Honeymoon phase, happy weight. Yeah. So the happy weight of going out to eat or whatever have you, and then I'll say, "Oh, they said, but I'm in the gym again. I'm getting up. I'm trying to create a deficit. I'm eating my rice cakes or fruit." I'm like, "Oh, so what happened with your guy? Oh, we're not together anymore, huh? Why not? I mean, I'm trying to figure out why you were so happy we had an argument. Oh, but just because you had an argument, you couldn't resolve it. No, okay. But I found out that people that really aren't in relationships, they like the honeymoon phase. That is fun phase, but they want it to remain just like that. That anything healthy grows. You have to learn to adapt. You have to learn to, with change comes adaptation. You have to learn to adjust, to adapt, to move on. You don't stay stuck. Just because you had an argument, you don't have to stay stuck right there. But it's like I notice people that are in the honeymoon phase, they can't get past the argument sometimes. It's like the argument just knocks them a flip and just it's like it pulls the rug from right under their feet. They can't go on. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what else to tell them. I don't try to. What am I trying to say? I don't try to fix people, and I don't try to tell people what to do. If they tell me it's over, I'm like, okay, well, all right.
That season was up.
That season was up exactly. You're right. That was a season, huh?
That was the season.
It wasn't a lifetime.
It wasn't on.
I will listen to you.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's what you're right. It is. Give
Okay.
yourself grace. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Absolutely. We tend to be very hard on
I
ourselves.
know. I know.
We do. We set these standards that sometimes are unreachable, and then we tend to put ourselves down.
Right. I don't know why we do that. We're gonna have to stop, y'all. Especially when I want to just say right now, Happy Martin Luther King Day. It's Monday. I got my shirt on. I wore a different shirt to work, and then I have this shirt on now. But yeah, we must celebrate Martin Luther King. So, and of course, the holiday is most definitely Monday, and my focus will most definitely be on Martin Luther King. So, you know, I don't know about you, but I pray for intellectual capital, supernatural ideas, creativity. I pray for creativity, for God to give me ideas, uh, you know, that are uncommon. So your sweet tooth idea, I, I guess, was that your husband Michael's idea, or was it your idea and his idea?
So we never even thought it would take off like this.
Okay.
This was just simply him loving cheesecake and wanting to make a cheesecake for himself because he couldn't find one.
Oh. Okay.
And he ended up giving it to somebody, and
Mhm.
next thing you know, he's like, "Well, I can actually sell these." And I'm like, "You can't sell those cakes looking like that." He's never been to culinary school. He's
Mhm.
just a guy who likes cheesecake. So as
Uh-huh.
far as frosting cakes and decorating, and I told him, a woman, we all eat with our eyes first.
Yes, yes. I'm
So
visual.
it needs to be appealing to the
Mhm.
eye first.
Yeah.
So once it began to blow up, then we started to take it seriously.
Yeah.
We were able to get another home built. We were able to buy a second home based off of
Mm-hmm.
just the cheesecake business. Once we got involved with DoorDash, then it was like, okay, this is really real. We actually need some help here.
Yeah.
So let word of mouth actually kicked us off. It was literally the city of Houston.
Mhm.
Just that word of mouth just really helped, and
Mhm.
I can't. I love Houston for that. Thank you so much.
Yes, I love Houston
I
too.
love Houston for that. But
Houston likes to eat.
oh my, I'm from the East Coast, so anytime
I
my
was
family
about to
comes out
say.
here, oh my God, it's a smorgasbord.
I know people from the West Coast. They're like y'all's portion sizes down here in Texas. I mean, people that come from
Yeah.
other parts of the world. They're like y'all. The
Oh yeah, you
you
gonna
know,
eat.
I've been here all my life, so I don't know. They're like, and why is everything fried? I mean,
Oh yeah,
people fry food down here. I mean, but you can
fried
get baked, you can
oils.
get grilled.
Yeah.
I like fried, but I like grilled. I like
Mhm.
smoked. I mean, but I don't see a problem with fried. But I mean, unless you want now, if you're trying to lose weight, then you get off the fried.
Mm.
Because I recently became a health coach, and so
Really?
hmm I've already lost 15 pounds.
You are lying.
No, I'm not. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and I'm too big to be a bird. Okay. Yeah, I used to be kind of slim though. I remember when I was younger,
Mhm.
I was always slim. But I mean, I wasn't working toward it; it was just natural.
Yeah.
Then as I age, it changed. But now I'm starting to lose again.
Yeah.
But I mean, I modified the way I eat, and that's why I was saying like, if you want to lose weight, then fried is a no. But if you just maintaining or not caring, you can eat the fried.
So, did you change your diet? Do you work out, exercise more?
No, I don't. I mean, I walk a lot on my job, but I don't work out. I want to. I need to find a gym. I've been talking to different people on my job. Some of them go to 24-hour fitness. Some of them go to Planet Fitness. Some of them go to Lifetime Fitness. So I just have to figure out which one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I plan to incorporate that into my regimen. Then I won't be able to eat your cheesecake.
Uh,
you
and I don't even eat sweets like that.
know?
No. People always act like I would be so fat just sitting around eating
Yeah.
cheesecake. I don't even indulge in a lot of sweets like that.
Yeah.
So.
I remember you told me that the last time your mother, she instilled in you about drinking. You said she told you your teeth was gonna be rotten and fall out. My mother didn't tell me that, so therefore I'm very comfortable, you know, eating sweets. Yeah, I'm comfortable eating peach cobbler sweets. I don't do it every day, but I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, I mean, but since I've been doing the health coaching, I have modified my intake of sugar most definitely. So I drink water and I drink like drinks with 5 calories or something. But I used to not. I used to drink whatever
Yeah.
Kool-Aid, punch,
Yeah, I
lemonade.
drink whatever, eat whatever.
You do?
Yeah, I was blessed with good genes,
Yes.
and so I can eat whatever and don't work out. And I've been literally the same size.
The whole life. Oh, that is
It's
a
a
blessing.
blessing.
But wait a minute now. But you don't drink sugar. You say much.
I don't eat cake, but I do. I do
Oh, you do?
indulge in. Yeah, like I
Gotcha.
drink sweet tea
Yeah,
and
me
juices and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea, lemonade, strawberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade. Yeah, that's me. So when you work with your husband all day, every day, does you say sometimes you bump heads? Is it because you're always together?
Well, that's a big. We don't work together.
Oh, y'all don't? Oh, y'all are
We don't.
separate.
Yes. We. The only time we're together is shooting content because I oversee his marketing and stuff like that, and like website changes. But we don't work together. We are best in our own spaces.
Yeah.
He is best in the kitchen. I'm best behind the computer
Oh,
screen.
okay.
So it's very rare that we're together for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the holidays, I used to help out.
Right.
But for the most part, as far as prepping and things like that, we're never
You're never together.
generally together.
Oh,
Our meetings,
Right.
that's where it kind of gets intense.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he's used to.
Right,
I'll
also.
give you this analogy.
Okay.
It's a difference between being hungry and starving.
Okay.
So when you're starving, you will eat absolutely anything. I don't care what I'm going to eat. But when you're hungry, you're a little bit more selective.
Okay.
So one of the things I asked him for the year, I said, "Hey, what in the business world? What do you want to accomplish this year?" He said, "I want more time. I feel like I'm stretched really thin. I need more time.
Okay.
So my job is to make that happen. So we're going to cut out doing evening events because we had contracts with doing events in different clubs and
Mhm.
get-togethers, and we will doing these events until 11:30, 12 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
still waking up, going to work the next day.
Yeah.
And so I said, these are things that we have to cut out. And
Mhm.
so he was like, well, no, I don't want to cut that out because that's a stream of income. I
Okay.
said, but that takes away from your time. So let's alternate that with something else. Let's put something else there. So we've extended our DoorDash hours. So although we're not out in the city doing community events,
Mhm.
our focus is now on DoorDash. So
Okay.
we are one of the only bakeries that are open until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, where everything else closes at 7 or 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
Our area, our scope, our radius of DoorDash has literally expanded
Mhm.
because of so many orders that we have gotten. So our bumping of heads is because he sees things one way
Mhm.
and I see another. I can't see his vision. I can only see mine.
Right.
So that's where the bumping of the heads usually always
Oh, that's
comes in.
understandable. I like the way you explain that. Shout out to my pastor, Pastor Clarissa Gibbons, and her wonderful mother, Minister Melinda Shannon Carr. So good to see you on this evening. Faith International Tabernacle is in the house. Yes, well, that's understandable what you were saying. Like your vision is global, or it's huge, and he's focused on the cheesecakes right here. So you can be an irritant. Like if I'm focused on something right here, and you steady trying to tell me about it,
Yes.
yes, and it could, yeah. I mean, but a person in a relationship, I've heard different pastors say that when you get married, you should. Well, I've heard different pastors say many things. One thing they said was it's the husband, it's the wife, and the Holy Spirit is the glue that keeps you together.
Mm.
Like you and him just can't be together solo by yourselves and it's gonna work. The Holy Spirit has to be in the middle. That's the glue. That's always stuck with me. And then the other thing was that like when you marry someone where they're strong, you might be weak, and then where you weak, they're strong. So you marry someone to balance out your weaknesses or your deficiencies. So where he's able to possibly attend to detail and to focus on, you know, I guess executing a plan in the now moment and producing, cheesecakes extraordinaire over the top to the point people are wild. That's his gift to make us come running back for more cheesecake. And then you're able to see the future of where this is headed, and then you're gonna have the training, the skill, the know-how, and the expertise to brand it and to put it out. Those little dots that be on.
Yes.
Yeah, to have it like that's what I'm saying. Houston, Dallas, also San Antonio, Jamaica, wherever. I mean, Jamaica, Dubai, wherever it's going, you see it like that. But he is the what do you call it? I don't know, the nuts and bolts, the elbow grease or whatever. He's the one that's gonna make it happen with his hands. His giftedness. And so because God gave him all that inside his body, his hand, to carry the weight of creativity and gift. You've read about the artists like Picasso. He's painting a picture with these cakes. You know,
Oh yeah.
and he's got all that inside of him. It's intense.
Yeah. And it's not just a regular cake. These
No,
are
it's beautiful.
five-layer cakes.
I've seen those
Two
things.
layers of cheesecake.
And
Three
then
layers
the
of
cake in
I mean,
there. It's not normal.
Yeah.
And that's why
It's wow. When you see it, that's the first thing you think is wow. And
Yeah.
then when we say a man made this cake,
You
not
don't
to say
believe
that men can't do that,
Yeah.
but that's out of the ordinary.
It
sometimes.
is.
So that's the wow factor.
Yeah, and that's housed inside of him, that giftedness. And so he don't, sometimes you can like sometimes when I'm gifted or doing something that other people aren't doing, it can irritate you when other people come in and start, you know, and it kind of throws your equilibrium off, so to speak. But yeah, but you can. I mean, God always has a balance. So what else you want to share?
Um.
I see you have notes. That's why I'm just I was just
Well, I
looking.
didn't know what we wanted to talk about.
I know,
I wanted
but-
to talk about the business,
Yes.
and I would say that in small business, usually there's
Mhm.
one person that handles a business.
Okay.
I would say my I guess advice to anyone struggling
Uh-huh.
to reach out for help, because there are people that specialize in what you need.
Right.
If you don't know how to make a website, if you need to get business cards, if you need help with marketing,
Yeah.
making a business plan,
Mm,
planning and purpose
mhm.
is the key to success. And
Yeah.
being consistent, consistently showing up, consistently, you
Right.
have to put whatever you put into whatever you plant is not going to grow overnight. You can't plant the seed today and expect to feel the
Mhm.
flowers tomorrow.
Right.
So it takes patience and
Mhm.
planning and perseverance.
Yeah.
But again, it takes a lot of faith.
Yeah. It
It
does.
takes a lot of
Takes a
faith.
whole lot of faith. Because the storms and the rain and the wind, it blows.
Mhm.
But you got to make sure that your house is built on a solid foundation. As far as you know, like when you start businesses or when you enter, I'm gonna say a different endeavor in the beginning or in the middle, like the influx of customers, clientele, participants, etc. Sometimes you might have 100 people participate. Then you might have 50. Then you might have 20. Then you might have one. Then you might go back up to, and I'm saying it's in the vicissitudes of life, the ups and the
Ups and
downs,
downs.
and the ebbs and the flows. If people want to give up, I want to give up right there.
Yes. And they say the first year of business is always the biggest struggle
Okay.
because you're trying to make it, and that's when usually people quit.
Yeah.
So I tell people, don't categorize your trials and tribulations. Count your blessings.
Count
Thank
your blessings.
God for where you are right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But you have to keep pushing. But that first year of business for anybody is a true test.
Right.
So you really have to stick to it.
Yeah. Even with the podcasting, when God gave me the vision for the podcast, initially, I really didn't want to do it. I mean, I had it, He put it in my heart like a little spark and was speaking to me about doing it, but I didn't know how to do it. And I didn't really have a mentor at first to help me do it or to provide with me like a strategic plan of action. So it was basically, a faith walk, most definitely, because I didn't have all the steps in place specifically. But I had the faith, I had the courage, I had the hope to step out. And then I went to another. What was it? It was a brunch. It was a business brunch, and the guy that hosts last podcast and is currently hosting this one, he gave me a tour because she had rented part of his facility, and they had the tables and the food over there. But he said, "Hey, you want to come see what we have to offer?" Took me. I walked around. I said, "Oh, okay, so I can do a podcast." He said, "Yeah." I said, "I've been praying. I didn't know where to do, where to go." I'm like, "When can I start?" He said, "Tomorrow."
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah. He said, "Just picture the party. You were ready. Let's go." Huh? Okay, God. I mean,
You just went for
I
it.
went for it, and then okay, so I was new to it. I didn't understand what I was exactly supposed to be doing with it. I know I was supposed to talk. I know I was supposed to have guests. That's another place. That's the apprehension I was telling you about, the ebbs and the flows. And I was like, God, where am I going to get all these guests from, Lord? Well, I mean, where are all these people going to come from? And I called like one or two people. They're like, girl, look, you know a lot of people already. You got me. You got this one. You got them. Okay, 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 good. So that was year one. So I did that whole year. Then I came back. I did the second year. Then I came back. I did the third year. So now this is the fourth year. And God keeps sending the guests. So that's what I was saying about the ebbs, the flows, the ups, the downs. It's like you're on a wave and it's going like. And that's why I said the vicissitudes of life, the ups, the downs. The one view, the 50 views, the 600 views, the 200. I mean, it's like, but the Lord, He tells you not to focus on the views. You just focus on me. Like when you're walking on the water, remember Peter, he got out, he wanted to walk on the water too. As long as he had his eye on Jesus, he was able to walk. But the moment he took his eye off Jesus, he began to sink. So, we can do all kinds of things. I'm talking about with your life, your business, your marriage, your podcast, your sweet tooth cheesecake business, your whatever it is you're doing, your authorship, your book writing, your master classes, your transformation coach business, your health coach business, your life coach business, all these different businesses the Lord has given you and deposited within you. Yeah, you're able to accomplish them as long as you keep your eye on Him and don't get in self and don't get caught up in yourself. Like it's all about you and you're the one doing. Like I don't think I'm doing. Like I don't think I'm keeping the podcast. It's God keeping the podcast going because it's like God. Back in the beginning, I was like, God, where are we gonna get the people?
And the people just come.
And that's why I say I know it's Him doing
And
it.
the people just come.
The people are just coming, and then the people are so nice. I mean, and the ladies, and then I have people walking up to me sometime and they'll go, "You gave us a platform, like we didn't have anybody doing this." And it's like, God, you gave me the idea. I stepped out on faith. I did it. But people are appreciative because they can come and talk about their business, their ministry, whatever it is they're doing, their travels, their future events, etc. Just like you have DoorDash. Like, I don't fully understand DoorDash.
So
I know you order your food and you deliver.
yes, so you'll order the food online, and
Uh-huh.
then someone picks it up and delivers it straight to your home.
Okay, so let me ask you. You said that you're like one of the only home-based bits. So that's what I'm.
Yes,
Is it hard to get on
it
DoorDash?
absolutely is. You have to go through a process. They have to come in and look at it. It has to truly be a restaurant because
Oh.
DoorDash is for reputable businesses. They're for restaurants
Mhm.
and stores, and so the process to get through was it was difficult. It wasn't a walk in the
Mhm.
park at all. So
Right.
once we were able to achieve that, then I'm like,
Right.
okay, we really got
Hmm.
something going here.
Yeah.
We really got something going. But that is what took the place of the events every night was
Okay.
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
So when someone asks for more time, then my job is to be able to create that time. As a business consultant, my job is to make your job easier.
Okay.
So for small business owners who are doing it by themselves, don't give up. My nephew has a detailing business. He
Mhm.
is a father of three. He's a husband. He
Yes.
works. And I see him posting all the time
Yeah.
about he does not give up. So to me, just that drive and perseverance and really
Mhm.
stepping out on faith is
Right.
what will keep you going. It will
Mhm.
sustain you.
So, I mean, I don't understand when you said the process is rigorous, it's intense. How long does it take to become eligible? I mean, does it take months?
It took about a month or two for us to get approved. They had to come
You
in
said
and
4 months,
for about 4 months.
5. Oh, yeah. Serious. Okay. Wow. Well, that's wonderful. I like that. So let me ask you something. This is just me. I think this lady that used to observe me teaching years ago when I first, she told me I was a very linear thinker. Like I think point A, B, C, D. And so my connections, once you do DoorDash, is it automatically now easier to do Uber Eats and Grubhub and all these other ones?
So we've attempted Uber Eats. That was very strenuous. We have never tried Grubhub.
Uh-huh.
Right now, our focus is on shipping cakes to different
Okay.
states.
Oh.
Um, so as you say, you look at A, B, C, and D.
Mhm.
I look at Z.
Oh, you went all the way down to
I,
Z?
I'm looking at Z, and then I'm
Mm.
going to figure out how to get there.
Oh,
I see Z,
you see Z.
and I just need to know how to get there. So right now, our focus is on delivering
Mhm.
cakes, shipping cakes out.
Mhm.
We tried a couple times. We sent the cake to my mother.
How that work?
Oh my goodness. A 5 layer cake trying to ship a 5 layer cake.
Yeah. Was it still standing up?
Oh my, it was, let me tell you something. She ate it. She
Uh,
ate the cake.
Oh yeah, I know she ate it.
But it wasn't appealing at all to the eye. So the 5 layer cakes, our signature cakes, I think we're still working on, but our New York style cheesecakes, oh my
Mhm.
God.
Was it
they're
like
to die
slice?
for. No, the New York style is just the cheesecake and the graham cracker crust.
Oh, that one.
And then you can put strawberries on top of it, or you can put
Oh no, I was
caramel
just wondering, do you
pecan.
do slice when you
We do.
DoorDash?
Yes, we do DoorDash it by the slice.
Mhm. But you DoorDash whole cakes or just slices?
We do slices right now.
Okay.
It depends on the season. Sometimes we'll do whole cakes around the holiday
Oh,
time.
okay.
On Christmas Day, when we were closed, we had a gentleman call and say, "Hey, I need a cake,"
And y'all do.
and he got in the car and he went over and he did it.
It's nice of him to do that. I mean, I don't know what to say.
That's like that's giving people more than what they expect.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I'm telling you right now, I've never got Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. I don't care how many times I stood outside. I
Right.
never got Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. But for us, to me, I love when we're able to do things like that because
Mhm.
that's what actually that's what helps build our business.
That's
Because
what I was
that one
saying.
person is going to take that cake to that Christmas party and be like,
Mhm.
"Hey, this guy left his home and
Mhm.
came all the way over here just to get me a cake to bring to you guys." And so the 10 people he tells will
Mhm.
tell another 10 people,
Right.
another 10 people. So word of mouth is always what we love. And then Google reviews.
Mhm.
People who have ordered cakes from us, who have found us on Google,
Right.
they leave us 5-star reviews and they rave about the cakes. And that's the wow factor.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
That's excellent. I'm impressed. But When you say home base, that's what I think of. That kind of service. I wouldn't expect that from a large commercial franchise, but I would expect that from Michael and Tawana.
Oh yeah. Now our
I
DoorDash drivers, we've
was
had
wondering.
DoorDash drivers call and say, "Hey, I'm at a home. I don't see a restaurant. I see a house."
Mm.
And so we have a sign out by the mailbox that says it, and we give our DoorDash drivers samples of our cheesecake.
Oh, so they
Yeah. They'll
and
say,
then,
"Oh my God, I didn't know you." And they always say, "Man, this is so cool. Like, how long have you been doing this?" And then they'll say, "I'm a business owner as well," and
mhm.
we almost inspire them.
Yeah.
We Michael does not. He has never been to culinary school. He's never been to any classes, and he still has
Mhm.
produced a phenomenal product that people are wowed about. I can't give him enough credit for that.
Mhm.
So the doing things outside of the scope of a regular business is what we really take pride in. Going
Right.
the extra mile for our customers. Because
Right.
Houston is the reason why we are where we are today.
Right. Because you came from.
I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Maryland.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I had to. So that gift that he has, that had to come from God, and the way he layers the cakes. And actually, he's the first person that I've ever seen combine the cheesecake with the cake like that. I've never seen anybody do. I've just had regular, which I don't even like cheesecake. To be honest.
Really? I remember
Yes,
last time I was here, we gave you a sample and you tried it. And you,
I know, but what I'm saying is typically like when I go to banquets or you know how you go to the hotels and then you have those galas and dinners and banquets and it's always cheesecake.
you
They have, and I always give mine away or pass it up. And but when I've been into his, I see he mixed the, they put a different spin on it when you put the cake with the cheesecake. It tastes different. I like that. The flavor and the way they all meshed and went together. That's cool. But I'm saying that's another idea. That was genius to put the cake with the cheesecake,
absolutely.
and then the flavoring of the cakes and the cheese, whatever, however you put it in there, the spices and the flavor. I don't know what all he's
And
doing.
everything is handmade. Fruit is fresh.
Oh,
Everything is fresh. And I tell people all the time, we have one oven,
hmm.
a regular oven, like an oven like you have in your house.
Yeah, not a
We run a
commercial.
business off of one oven.
It's amazing.
So again, it's just proper planning. And just again, I'm looking for the Z. I'm going for the Z.
I believe you. I told you I saw that. I saw that in the beginning. Remember I told you? But yeah, that is amazing that y'all have one oven. So that's probably why he's tired. So he would have to get up early. No, I was thinking he has to get up early and prepare all these different orders
Yeah.
with this one oven.
So
I'm
we're
just
selling whole cakes and then DoorDash. So we sell cakes by the slice, and I mean we're getting
so he's steady baking.
steady. It has to be
He's
constant.
tired. That's why he said he wanted time. Yeah, he's tired
Yeah.
because he's steady. Yeah, he's in there. He's in his zone, his lane. He's working. He's doing. He's creating. But yeah, that makes me want to order cake. Not that I need. I don't need one. But I want one. But
Yeah.
but I can't eat that the cakes because you have to go to your website to determine the prices of the various.
Yes, we have a website www.sweettoothcheesecakes.com.
Y'all heard that?
Yes.
www.sweettoothcheesecakes.com. You can place your order.
Whole
But
cake,
oh,
cake slices,
okay.
everything. Your favorite was what, carrot cake?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We don't have that right now. That's a seasonal cake. We bring it back
When do y'all bring it back? Oh, December.
in the fall.
Oh, the fall. Cause December just passed. Oh, okay, fall, August. Okay, well I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure what time is it? 8:26. So if we want to get in contact and order cakes, we go to www.sweettooth
Cheesecakes.
with an S on it.
Yes.
sweettoothcheesecakes.com. And so the owner is Michael Horne and the co-owner is Tawana Horne. No, I'm just putting the names out there. Michael Horne and Tawana Horne. Okay, cool. So do you have a Sweet Tooth Cheesecake Facebook page?
We do. We have a Facebook page and an Instagram page.
Okay.
And we're on TikTok. You know they're about to close TikTok.
I saw
but-
that. I never was into TikTok
yeah,
that much.
But Instagram, absolutely. We're on all the websites. And then if you are having an event, we cater events as well.
Oh.
We do mini sizes, we do bite sizes, we can do slices for you. So we get
Oh,
a
the
lot of
little
time to
cute
do-
mini size?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
cute. The little ones.
Absolutely. We
And
gotta
it-
cater to everybody.
And then those little bit cute bite sizes.
Little tiny cute bite sizes.
Uh-uh. I like little petite. I like cute
yes,
food.
yes.
And I picture those little cubes they have on those little.
Yeah,
Look.
so we have them. They're called Three Little Women,
Okay.
and they're three little bite size, and one of them has strawberry topping, one has blueberry topping, the other one has like a pecan and caramel and chocolate topping.
Oh, so you
it's
put the
getting a
different.
trio, and they're little bite sizes.
Oh, that's cool. I like it.
So if you're having an event, let us know. We love to help out and be there.
What's the information for the cake? It's www. That's Pastor C asking. It's www. I can't type it now. I might be able to type it on my phone, but because it doesn't allow me to respond on this website. But I might be able
Are
to
you
say.
able to type it in the comments?
I'm trying to help.
www.sweet
I normally don't type, but I'm trying to help y'all. I don't type because I don't really post on my phone while I'm on here. But www, it's worth it. It's worth the post. Because I know it's gonna be delicioso. Because I've already had it. It's been a while. So you say you don't make the carrot cake, so which ones do you make right now? The strawberry, the banana pudding, or
Oh
something
my
else?
goodness, we have like about 30 different flavors.
Oh, okay. Just not
So
my carrot.
yes, strawberry, blueberry, banana pudding, sweet potato, lemon blueberry, strawberry lemon.
www.sweet and then two cheesecake sweet two cheese cakes sweet two cheesecake dot com. Thank you. Shout out to Dr. Jonathan Haynes. I haven't seen him in a while. He came down.
Which
Oh.
church are you at? In Suffolk?
I'm at Faith International Tabernacle.
Oh, okay.
There's the Queen herself, Miss Pamela Hawkins, Coach P, from the Queen's Gathering of the Queen's Academy. Shout out to you. Shout out to Pastor C. Shout out to Minister Melinda. So good to see you. So I typed it out for you. I put www.sweet2cheesecakes.com. Now I'm telling y'all need to order a slice of something. I don't even know what DoorDash eat. I mean, as far as I don't hardly in my lifetime I have never hardly DoorDashed
Really?
because I always felt they were going to overcharge me to deliver, but it might not even be that much.
Yeah, sometimes some places waive the delivery fee.
Oh.
We have coupons sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So you just gotta go.
Okay.
That's for nights when you don't feel like getting up out the bed and just want something to deliver straight to your home.
So okay, am I still allowed to come over there and pick up mine?
Absolutely.
Because I
Come
did
on
that
over.
before.
Oh yeah, come on over.
No, I wasn't for sure if I have to just do DoorDash or you saying I could come get it
Yeah, you can come get it.
because I feel like I'm saving when I come get it.
Yeah,
for
well,
some
come on and get
reason.
it. Come on and get it.
I feel like I'm blowing money. Like I feel like when I call DoorDash, I'm blowing money.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, that's money I could have put on another slice of
I
cheesecake,
know that's
and I
right.
gave it to the DoorDash people. So that's why I like to come get my stuff.
Yes, and if you want to come, if you don't want to do DoorDash, we're right in Missouri City. We're in
Okay.
Most City.
Right. I came over before,
Yeah.
but that was what 2
Yeah,
years
about 2
ago.
years
Yeah, I was about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I don't know how I insist it was 2 years because I felt like it wasn't last year. So I said it had to be the year before. So it's 2 years. So anyway, again, I just want to say it's been phenomenal. I've enjoyed this because it helped me to put into perspective my mindset, my game plan, my focus of where I need to focus my attention for the new year, 2025. But I do have goals. Somebody asked me what my goals were, and I did. I said expansion. I said collaborating with like-minded individuals, and I said financial literacy. And I noticed ever since I spoke these goals, I noticed somebody's calling me, say, "Oh, we're gonna be doing such and such on financial literacy." Somebody else called, oh, this class, that class, this going on, that going on. And then I connected with you, your wonderful husband. And so, hey,
Yeah.
it's happening, you know?
Yes.
And I do appreciate it. And I just want to say that Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, MLK Day, the holiday, because he's the only individual that has a holiday that wasn't a president or, something like that, like a political figure. So, I just celebrate his life, his legacy. I appreciate what he has done for us. And so I wore my shirt in honor of him. I might wear another one next week. I mean, just because I don't come
You
on
gonna go
Monday,
to the parade?
I probably won't go to the parade.
Because we getting that bad weather.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I feel like we could wear Martin Luther King shirt every day if we want to. But I want to most definitely, I want to most definitely honor him on his official day. So that's why I said let me wear my shirt, and I hope that everybody does something, in your own way to celebrate what he stood for. His "I Have a Dream" speech, 1963. I looked it up. It was August 28th, 1963, which I've been. I mean, some of you may have also been to the museum in Tennessee, the Lorraine Motel, where he was assassinated. They turned that stuff into a museum. Yeah, so I was able to go see that. This was years back. And, of course, they had copies of the speech. I bought them, I looked at it. I've watched some YouTube videos, etc. And so I just say, let's lock arms, let's unite, let's launch forward, move forward, leap forward, and not be afraid of adaptation, change. Because I think 2025 we're going to see a lot of change. So I'm just embracing it. I'm not fighting it. I'm not going to fight it.
2024 was tough.
It was.
It was tough.
But I feel like all of that was to prepare us for the change
Oh
that is coming, that is upon us. But again, I just want to say so much how much I appreciate you on tonight. Thank you for coming out and joining us, Mr. One Horne, Mr. Michael Horne. I appreciate both of you. Sweet Tooth Cheesecakes. And remember, I typed in the website for you, www.sweettoothcheesecakes.com, Facebook, Instagram, website. I so very much so appreciate you once again. And so, you want to just tell everybody goodbye?
Thank you so much, Dr. Hill.
Oh,
Thank you for giving me this platform.
how
I
sweet of
really,
you.
really appreciate you. You reached out to me
Uh-huh.
a couple weeks ago. I really was like, I have to get back on you. So I want to thank you for allowing me to come back and speak my truth.
Thank you so much. Anytime. You have a standing invitation, ma'am. Anytime you'd like to come back, you're most definitely welcome.
Thank you.
And with that being said, remember to do something special for yourself and make yourself a priority because God loves you and so do I. Toodles. Bye bye.